Good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon, everyone. Hope everyone's having a blessed afternoon. I'm having a blessed afternoon. Yes, yes. Listen, I went live 2 times a day. This is the third time. All right. So after this, I'm gonna give it some time. I bought bangers upon bangers for you. I know I supposed to went live at 1:30, but I'm going live. So, but as I going on the live, as you chime in, I'm going to be talking. But you can revisit my videos, okay? Yo, listen, I gave some bangers, man. Some bangers, heat upon heat. Two of them. So this is the third one that I'm going to address, and that we need to address as what? As the indigenous people, right? The descendants of the ancient ancestors. Okay. Now I broke down who we are. I broke that down on who we are. And it's very important to understand who you are, because if we don't and things are being lost, we gravitating for any everything. And the foundation is of us, right? It's not going to be broken, but it's like we starting and we birthing on who we are, because we don't know who we are, so we grabbing from other stuff, or we Nubian, or we Israelite, or we Egyptians, or we Africans, or we Moors, or we this. Each and every these civilizations that I named, our ancient ancestors taught us. I mean, the ancient ancestors taught them. We taught them civilization, to go back to their civilization, their land, and to teach their descendants. We are not none of those civilizations. We are our own entity. We are our own civilization. I'm telling you, right? And what happened was, when all these things happened, we had to breed, and we had to procreate with all of those civilizations to keep our bloodline strong, right? Because what, yo, um, I was gonna get into the topic on how religion came about and how the flood came about. I was getting to a little bit of it, but I don't want to get into it, because this topic is dealing with the 1965 Act, on how all of the indigenous descendants of the ancient ancestor have died and been brutally murdered, hung from trees and everything else, fought for these rights of our own land, right? I have to keep it real. I have to keep it real, everyone. I have to. All my brothers and sisters all around the world, I have to keep it real. Because contrary to what engineers say, we civilize all of these civilizations. And these civilizations, all of them, is guilty of backdooring the ancient descendants, which is us. We come from that bloodline. They what backdoor us, basically. Go check that video out, please. And encourage everyone to share and like that video, get the information out, right? So we're not going to keep revisiting these topics and videos, because I already got them. I'm on a go, So please keep your eyes open and your head on the swivel. There's murder, death, kill going on out here. Not just physically, but spiritually and mentally, is murder, death, kill going on out here. Live the life, live the life. Ain't no thing, right? I'm married to the game, and the game is married to me. Let's give this twisted, barbaric, evil, demonic, demon, devil of those who created this mindset back to the procreators, back to the procreators, back to the procreators, right? Been there, done that. Been there, done that. Been there, done that. I'm giving you knowledge, wisdom, understanding, right? With experience from a spiritual eye, right? Basically, please like, share, subscribe to the dopest channel out right now on YouTube. This is all facts, coming with bangers upon bangers upon bangers, heat upon heat, heat upon heat, content upon content. This is what we do over here, right? Team Flow. So on this channel, we do not promote what? We do not promote violence. We do not promote ignorance. We do not promote misinformation. I want to add that in. Misinformation and calling each other out these derogatory names. And you know how these names, what we call each other out, and being a part of we nothing. We ain't going to be nothing. And that's it. We have done. This channel to uplift you, uplift you, uplift you, uplift you to everyone all around the world, not just for indigenous, the descendants of the ancient ancestor, but this is awakening for each and every one that tune into my channel. It's not just for people that's being oppressed or people that's going through things. This is dealing with victims of trauma and depression and how to get over drugs and alcohol. This channel deals with this, what this channel does, and it's to enlighten you from a spiritual eye. Basically, this is what we do on this channel, right? So without further ado, on this channel, we listen to a little jazz music before we can get into our topics, because we have to encourage each other, right? Before we get into our topics, and we have to warn each other basically on how can we overcome the hump in our life, to encourage others to do the best thing and to be winners in the next level in life. Got my sister behind me. She got my back. She had my back all today. Beautiful sister. Thank you, sister, for having my back. I got your front. No disrespect. I'm a member of you. You're a member of me, sis. Okay, let's get into this topic. I'm not gonna make this. Hopefully I'm not gonna make this topic long, taking anywhere from 20 to 25 minutes. That's my top, because I've been going live since I got up, and I've been addressing a lot of topics that need to be addressed. All I'm asking, please like, share, and comment, subscribe to the dopest channel that's coming with bangers upon bangers. Please, you need to share and like, right, to get the information out to everybody else that don't know what's going on in the spiritual sense world. They don't know what's going on. They only know what's going on in the physical world, right? So they need that knowledge. They need that spiritual fruit knowledge to get to each other or one another all around the world. We need to get the information out. Please like, share, comment, subscribe to the dopest channel out right now. Please don't not forget to hit the notification button. Please press that and press all so that you can know when I go live. I'm always going live. I'm always giving you one video or two videos a day, sometimes even three. It depends on how I feel, because I have so many information that's bottled up inside of me. I need to get the information out. I need for y'all to know, because I don't know what's going to happen to me today or tomorrow. So I need for the information to get out so you can be like, okay, cool. And today you're going to see a lot of weird things that go on. There's going to be like who, what, why, what. Yes, these things are going to go on in your life. But on this channel, We help each other to grow up, to get past the humps, to get past these blockages and blinders that's in our side of our life, right? So this is what we do. So you see the topic, what it say, right? In the thumbnail, you see, in that thumbnail, you see that somebody's writing agreement and people sitting down and scared, right? And I'm not going to say these individuals themselves, right? Whatever civilization they come from, they was backdoor and they drew like they was they was in huts and shirtless. Listen, I don't believe them drawings, right? Some way them individuals sold off or whatever the case may be. I don't know. But we're not talking about the thumbnail. I want to talk about the 1965 act that individuals all played a part of that, of the what? The indigenous descendants of the ancient ancestors, which is us. We've been in this land. We was never slaves. I'm telling you that right now. We was never slaves. Never slaves. This is all lies. It's a big difference between other civilization and our civilizations. It's a big difference. Even though all the civilization around the world, right, have ancient ancestors, right? But it's a big difference in different lands, how people settle. We had to survive and we had to live and exist and merge with other civilizations. That's what happened. We have always pushed back and fought for this land right here. Always. Okay? So now, what are you going to do? It's a question. What are you going to do if this act of 1965 is taken away? The schools, the jobs, the food, the clothes. What are you going to do? These are questions that you need to ask yourself individually and collectively, right? Inside your community and neighborhood. What are you going to do, beloved? Right? Some of the things that were people saying, I would agree because I understand it. I understand the mindset and I understand what's been plagued upon us for years upon years upon years upon years of murder, death, kill. Live the life, lead the life, ain't no thing. I'm married to the game and the game is married to me. That sits upon our communities all around the world that it was portrayed for destruction and jail, murder, death, kill to be in these plantations. I understand it, how people's upset and see it, right? I understand it. But the reality to the fact of this act, before that, we did what? We stuck together as a community. We stuck together. We fed each other. We looked out for each other, right? We built communities, networks out of the very soil and dirt which we come from. The descendants, the bloodline, which is us, which the land was taken from us, was beaten from us. It took a long time. It wasn't just like that. Right? What did we do? We traded with each other. We looked out for each other. We did what? Had a community with each other. Hold on one second. That's my doorbell. Hold on one second. Hold on. That's Amazon bringing my package. I'm sorry. They might come. I'm going to have to leave again. I'm going to have to leave again because, listen, I'm going to have to leave again. But listen, pretty much we're going to have to lie on one another. This is why I said, right? You're going to see a lot of weird things. Now, these acts is going to force us to survive. These acts is going to force us from putting down the guns. These acts is going to force us, if it's a vote, it's going to force us to build our communities stronger and stronger. We're going to have to allow on one another, right? We're going to have to lie on one another. It's going to force us to put down the guns, to come to the table, and to build treaties amongst each other and to strengthen one another. Don't look at it as bad, but look at it as good. The same thing with the act of with this child support thing. Now that forces the woman and the man that procreate this child to come to a common agreement to help each other out to raise this child. That's bringing back communication. That's bringing about connection. That's bringing back family life. This is what it's doing. And people looking at it as a bad thing because you know why? They've been worshiping and following men for so long, for a very, very, very long time. And this system was procreated for your destruction and demise. I'm not looking at it as bad. I'm a bricklayer. I'm an electrician. I'm a floorer. I know how to build my own home. And I'm not the only one. There's others that can do that. Everybody going to have to collectively come together and work together to feed each other. Because we only going to look at each other. And any issues that we need to be dealt with, we're going to deal with the issue without killing one another or hurting one another. We're not going to do that. We're not going to do that. So if this act is being revoked, we're going to restore our communities and our bonds of loving one another, building one another up through spiritual existence. Brothers and sisters, kings and queens, do not look at it as a bad thing. Do not look at it as a bad thing, but look at it as a growth and development for you and I to get back to the spiritual existence that we need. Individuals for so many years, through the blood, sweat, and tears of the ancient ancestors, descendants, which are the indigenous people in this land, in America, in the United States, especially in New York, had came on our blood, sweat, and tears. They wasn't here for that, the massacres. They wasn't here for the massacres of the descendants. These individuals coming on here, they not even us, the descendants. We taught you. This is facts. We civilized your civilization. This is facts. You understand? So we have to look at it such that if this is revoked, we're going to reinstore community, social communication with one another, eating with one another, building with one another, building technology, building a new life, building a new existence for us. We can do it. Spirit traveling, telepathically talking to one another, get back to the foundation. This is the truth, brothers and sisters, kings and queens, princess and prince. Yes, this is what we need to do. So don't look at it as a bad thing. You take what I'm telling you to do, and I guarantee you, we will live and exist and survive through life. Yes, we will. Yes, we will. We will get in tune back with the Creator to lead a force that need to be reckoned with through the spiritual existence. And I'm not talking about violence. I'm not talking about picking up guns, killing each other. I'm talking about spiritual existence and knowledge of educating one another. So don't look at it as a bad thing. We're going to take the knowledge and wisdom which was passed down to educate one another to survive for the next generation, next generation. We did it before. We did it before, and we will do it again. We had to mix in. We had to mix in. As they brought the Africans over here in our lands, we had to mix in. The bloodline, we had to mix in. So the bloodline of the ancient ancestors, the indigenous people, can survive because we was over here already. There's pyramids here. We was already here. They came here to learn. Why do you think everybody want to come here? Why do you think? Why do you think New York leads fashion, leads technology, leads everything, new trends? We procreated, right, and started, and everybody else move about, because this is the nucleus of the ancient ancestors. This land that we call New York, and then all around the world. Period. So don't look at it as a bad thing. It's going to force us to survive. It's going to force us to what? To pick up them blocks of cheese, to pick up powder milk, to grow things in the winter. Yes, we can grow stuff in the winter. Contrary to what you say, we did it. Yes. Yes. Contrary to what individuals say, I'm telling you, to give procreation and birth to new existence with the help of the Creator. Yes. Brothers and sisters, kings and queens, don't look at it as a bad thing. Everybody turning their heads, everybody doing what we going to do. There's no more welfare. There's no more this. There's no more that. There's no more this. There's no more that. There's no more this. There's no more that. They using these acts, right? And they revoking because individuals came over here on the backs of those that died and got murdered and hung, and came over here on that ticket, didn't put no work in. And these same individuals backdoored us. All of them did. All of these civilizations backdoored us and what? Debase us. Even those that come from the other land. And I'm straight up, I'm giving it up. I'm telling you how it is. I'm telling you. I'm talking to what? The indigenous people of this land of America, especially New York. These individuals and civilizations backdoored us. The descendants, us, the descendants. We are the descendants. Contrary to what they say, I'm him. I'm not them. I'm really him. You dealing with a spiritual king that deals with spiritual knowledge, that was given access, a little bit of access to things that happened before men knew about. That is not entirely in the book. Like people say, where's the book? What you the stuff that you're saying? Where's the book? Where's in the book? I want to see the black and white. That is not for you, beloved. It is not for you. Either you believe or disbelieve. That's on you. I can't help you with that. Okay? You have to take it up with the Creator, the Almighty, the Alpha Omega. I've been doing this for a very, very long time, being in tune with spirituality. So all I'm saying, just to slow down, calm down, think, and come together. That's why I said put down the guns, put down the drugs, put down the weed and alcohol, the Don Julio, all of it, and come together. We need each other more now than ever, all around the world. It's not what it seems. It's to push you to come together. to push you, to push you. What else is going to be forced? Everybody's over here, over there. Everybody's everywhere. With the murder, death, kill. Live the life, ain't no thing. I'm married to the game and the game is married me. Let's eradicate it and rebuild, restruct, and empower each other. If and when this act really take place. Because now I'm a bus operator and I'm going to lose my job. Train operators, sanitation workers, whatever. We all going to lose our job. This is for individuals that came here on the backs of the descendants of the ancient ancestors, the indigenous people, and then stomped upon us while we was here. Looked at us like we wasn't nothing. And you know who you're talking about. You know who I'm talking about. I don't want to name you. Like I said, we're not African. We're not African, right? We're not Hebrews. We're not Christians. We're not Jews. We're not Muslims. We're not Moors. We're not Nubians. We're not Egyptians. We are the uply guided right ones. We are the uply guided right ones. From the beginning of creation of man, that's who we descended from. Where it just was belief and non-belief. And I'm going to tell you about that. There was a big war. It was a section of us that disbelieved. When we was talking to them and telling them, listen, stop worshiping this. Even though he gave us the power to understand, with the rubies, they didn't want to give it up. It was a big war, I'm telling you, between us. That's why you ever seen the movie Immortal? That's how it was. Belief and non-belief. But it wasn't we worship no man. It was sort of like that. But in spiritual form. I'm going to break that down later on. I'm going to break that down. Go watch that movie, Immortal. His name is Theseus. Where he was touched. But think about it in a spiritual form. They didn't want to give it up. 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 I'm going to get into that. But like I said, this is why a lot of these things take place, because individuals came here on the backs, on that ticket, and learned the ways and actions of the kinks in that, and took control and stomped upon the descendants, the indigenous people of this land, and debased us and backdoored us. All of your civilizations, all of your backdoored us while we civilized the entire earth. So I would like to end this live with I love you. Team Flow. I love you. Please like, share, comment, subscribe to the dopest channel out right now. Please share it. Get it out. Get it out. Please, because a lot of people don't know. Please like, share, comment. Please get in my comments. This channel is growing. Thank you so much. I need to build an institution for us. And I'm telling you, I don't need your cash app. I don't need your money. All I need is to like, share, comment, subscribe. Send the information out to everybody around the world that needs to know what's really going on from a spiritual eye. Been there, done that. Been there, done that. Been there, done that. Keep your eyes open and your head on the swivel. There's murder, death, kill going on out here. Not just physically, spiritually, and mentally. Let's give back this murder, death, kill. Live like ain't no thing. Married to the game. The game is married to me. Let's give it back to the procreators that procreated it and ultimately want to see your demise and what? Get your organs to see you dead and gone. But we're going to give it back and push it back. We tired of it. We know how to survive. We know how to live. It's going to force us to be one with each other and correct each other and admonish each other to be rightly guided right ones. That's who we are, beloved. Rightly guided right ones. We are not none of those titles I just said. No respect, no disrespect to none of those titles and no civilizations but you're not a part of us. We taught you. So pay homage and respect to the rightly guided ones, rightly guided ones, which is us, is the right future of existence is through this bloodline of spirituality that been here. And we wasn't slaves. We had to mix in with others to save the bloodline. This is facts, beloved. So I'd like to end this with some jazz music. I'm over here working for us, man. I am definitely working, and it's all good. It's all good. I'm working. It's fine with me. It's all good with me. Peace, y'all. Peace. Peace, y'all. Yeah. Please like and share, comment. Coming with bangers upon bangers. Bangers upon bangers. This is heat. This is heat for you and I. Let's share it. Get it out. Get it out. Please hit the notification button. Press on that so you can get it when I keep dropping heat, y'all. Please. Please.